What's going on, everyone? This is Mitch from RespectMyRegion.com, back with another episode of the RMR Podcast. Today, I have a special guest, Torrian Ball, Midwest rapper, now residing in LA. How you doing today, Torrian?
Doing good, man. Feeling great. Every day we above ground.
I hear that, man. I hear that. We're gonna get into a little bit of your story, some of the music. I know you just dropped some stuff today, but before we get that, we'll start a little bit of the start of the journey. I kick off every episode with our guest origin story. If I'm in the cannabis industry, it's around that. If we're in music, we're talking about that. So I'm kind of curious your origin. I'm not necessarily being a music listener, but at what point did you want to start making music or writing lyrics? Like what was that initial point in your life? Like what age were you at, and what was that original inspiration derived from?
Um, it derived from when I was in 6th grade, 7th grade. And I was about to do a talent show with a bunch of my homies. One of the homies had real bad asthma, and we used to practice in my crib. Song we was trying to do, we was gonna redo somebody popular song out at the time, and that had the bad asthma ended up having an asthma attack in his sleep and passed away. Like that was the first time I had experienced death. I had experienced like somebody that I knew that the death was like a real thing. And being in the 6th, 7th grade, man, that shit blows you. And all of my other little homies that we were supposed to do the talent show with decided not to do it anymore because like I want to do something for him. And so the first song I wrote was art, and I dedicated to him and did the talent show all by myself. And I just remember being super nervous, having the microphone in my hand, like looking down. I had some little looks, and so nobody could see me like closing my eyes while I was rapping. And I just remember the whole auditorium, man, was in tears, and they called my grandparents, and they were like, "Yo, man, y'all should really pay like close attention to it because yeah, there's real potential." And yeah, that was there.
Yeah, that's quite the origin story, man.
Life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely think that's the thing with music. I think a lot of people, whether they make music or not, right, we like take something from music, right? Music provides energy or inspiration or something, something that provides us as a listener. And I think a lot of people miss out on the fact that, when artists create that music, they take inspiration from somewhere else. And like to me, one of the most beautiful things about music is that transference of like, a producer or whoever instrumentalist is inspired to create something, which then inspires an artist, and then that inspires a third listener. It's like we transfer this like energy.
Absolutely, man. And I feel like music is a universal language, and so it comes together, and that beat, that subject matter, that delivery and energy, but those components come together, a lot of special things happen. That's where the magic is at.
Absolutely. For you as an artist, where does it start at? Does it start with the beat? Does it start with like a cadence and a melody? Does it start with, bars, or is it like a thought? What is, I mean, I'm sure it varies from kind of song to song, but do you have anywhere where you kind of like draw from, consistently?
Honestly, bro, and I'm a vessel. You know what I'm saying? And so like a lot of these that have went viral and done millions of streams and views and stuff like that, like a lot, and I'll be feeling like it's me just opening my mind to receive certain message, family, from life, you know what I'm saying? And it's like me trying to catch up. It's like I can see it already, the whole, but I just have to piece it together, you know what I'm saying? And write it down and write it down fast enough more. And so it almost comes to me like a vision, man. You know what I'm saying? How they used to talk about like them, what I'm saying, African tribes, Native American tribes, where like, they would have like a shaman that would have vision things. And I feel like, a lot of my shit comes in visions, and I write, a lot of my experience or from something that I've seen, you know what I'm saying? And so when you take that vision talent of being able to put emotions into words, man, it's just a lot of magic, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, and then other instances, like say I'm with the homies or I'm with another artist, I like to have, you know, I study. I'm a student of the game. So like I'll see, you know what I'm saying, what's his most popular songs, what is he most comfortable talking about, and then I'll challenge, you know what I'm saying, and the art challenge myself to meet them halfway somewhere. Songs. Well, look, tell me what makes you want to party so much. You know what I'm saying? And that, and then we'll tap in with the producer and create an instrumentation on not just party behind that as well, and kind of give artists that space to be able to be a little more vulnerable in their music. And you know, my striking point, you know what I'm saying, in the game when it comes to collaborations.
Man, I love that. I love that. The challenge and taking a little bit of a different approach. You know, I know your video just dropped today. I think today, right? Peace of Mind that just dropped today.
Yeah. Song dropped today. I think we're gonna drop the video on Monday.
Okay. So the song just came out, and that was like a little, you know, from the subject matter is a little bit different, right? From your traditional song. It's out a little bit different approach. It's kind of catered to the ladies, but a little bit different from what's traditionally out there in the genre.
Absolutely. It's what I love about the song, a debate song. Like it has all the components for the females to like want a nice R&B smooth hook on there. It's a smooth beat, but I'm really right there. You know what I'm saying? And this is, I have to speak a certain language and put it sonically, and the females to finally listen. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like these females think that all men want is sex. With you, all we want is a peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? We want peace from you. You know what I mean? So, you know, be to that frequency and like really bring this subject matter for conversation and keep it smooth and keep it catchy. You know what I'm saying? It was a tricky thing to do, and I feel, man, we really put that shit together beautifully.
You know, you just say like the main driver of the beat is like an acoustic guitar, which is, you know, kind of popping in all genres, whether you're talking about hip hop or R&B right now, that's popping. But it's kind of a little bit different vibe when you look at you know, like Blast is someone I think of that's kind of really owning a lot of that acoustic guitar driven music right now. You came in on a little bit different like feel and vibe. So was there any intention of having that same instrument but doing it a little bit different, or it just happened to be kind of the beat?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And like I got a Boys and Men vibe from it. You know what I'm saying? And like I remember blaring Boys the Man while she cleaning up, you know what I'm saying, on Saturday mornings and all of that. When I heard it, it was just soothing, and I was like, yo, this don't got no crate that. And he was like, you know, the producer, shout out to Native. He was like, yo, you want me to add some drums? Just like this, man, and watch what we do with it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times some things can get overplayed, some things can get underproduced, but I feel like what he had in there, that loop was so hypnotic, it's perfect. And then, you know, I'm a big fan of Blast. I'm a big fan of a lot of these West Coast artists. Different, you know what I mean? And step outside of the box, step outside of the norm, and give those rapper and singer vibes, where a rapper rapped and a singer sung. You feel me?
Absolutely, yes. Nowadays it's definitely blurred. The rapper and all the singers are doing more rap type shit, and all the rappers are doing some singing type shit.
Facts, bro. Facts.
So even on that tip on vibe, right? Like you know, the vibe is coming up different. Like I think, I don't know if it's the company's got the name vibe in it. I know you call your fans vibe. Like I seen that on some of your earlier songs have the word vibe in there. So it's a word that I feel like is becoming at least part of my personal vocabulary a lot as I get older to just describe shit. So I'm kind of curious to you, like, what is the word vibe? Like, what does that mean to you?
Vibe is frequency, man. It's frequency. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on energy. It's the vibe tribe. I feel like your vibe attracts your tribe. And so I just put them two words together. A story that can relate to my pain, that can relate to what I speak about in music. You know, that's my tribe. We got over 50 people all across the world, man. They got this positive vibes tattoo. Like I said, you know, it's just about, for me and for my tribe, I've been through something in life. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was a physical struggle, a mental struggle, emotional struggle, a traumatic. It could have broke them, but they survived. You know what I mean? And they made it through it. People may know about it. I'm saying, and I feel like that represents a lot of us in society in our generation, and relatable rap and a voice of our generation. I feel like what I speak about, I have to see is whether they be good or bad, and the thing that's gonna make my music live forever and my vibe live forever.
I fuck with that, man. I fuck with that. So, we're talking about a little bit right before we started. Coming from the Midwest, man. You got some roots out in Chicago, and you've had quite a bit of interactions with artists out there, meeting Twisted at a young age, and working with and opening for a lot of the legends out there. Chicago's been one of those scenes that for a while was just like criminally underrated when you look at the producers and the artists that came from Chicago. And then obviously, moving into like what started with Chief Keef and now to Dirk, it's really starting to get kind of mainstream appeal for like the drill sound. But Chicago's obviously been a special place and a birthplace for multiple like subgenres of hip hop. What is like Chicago and its place in the Midwest mean to music, kind of from your perspective?
Everything, absolutely everything. I got my rap skills with legends. You know what I'm saying? And I was on tour with Ty and Kanye West when I was 13, 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? And so dudes being in the studio while these dudes are working and seeing how they wrote, seeing how they rap themselves on the road, and like, just being able to get that perspective of all of it, man. Those are the people that reason I got to hop out on the road with Twister and Do or Die is because I asked them. That was all I listened to, man. My whole take was full of Chi-Town everything. You feel me? That being able to rap fast, and then when I learned how to freestyle fast, and then the kind of the rap slowed down as music progressed, it made my freestyle game and my writing game that much quicker because my mind was working fast. So and then when Kanye came in with the soul beats and the pop collar and like it just, I feel like Chicago, not only did it get so many different layers, but it also, with Kanye coming in, gave people, I feel like Kanye's forever going to represent people being more comfortable being themselves and being okay with being outside of the box, being okay with being different, and humble Kanye. You know what I'm saying? That was something that was my development, because I grew up in the street. You know what I'm saying? I was out there I jumped off and I was out there in the street doing all types of different things, and being able to see it from a perspective of a player, where they was around a lot of street shit, but like they still kept it player. They kept it smooth. You know what I'm saying? And really being like, no, I'm different, and I'm okay with being different. Like, it just added in all of the things that I went through in life, and being able to stem from all of that. The Midwest represents is versatility. Like, you could put us on a pop record, you could put us on a drill back record. Like we got bombarded with all of that growing up, because we didn't have a down south. It was all of their music was coming to us. You know what I mean? And so, beautiful journey, man. And Chicago music will forever be embedded in my heart.
If you had to pick a particular sound, right, like out of those, like kind of the legendary Trackster, like Twisted, Do or Die sound, like the faster, I can't remember what exactly that subgenre was called. I hope the rap gods will forgive me. But that sound to the soul sound to the drill sound, what's your favorite kind of genre that Chicago put on the map personally?
Me personally, definitely the fast rap, which I feel like sound. You know what I mean? The hi-hats, what I'm saying, the way the kicks, and what's crazy is, and I'm just gonna be the first time I'm talking about this, but I'm working on a project. I'm taking a lot of the new drill drums that are popping off, and I'm saying Do or Die that nobody's touching. And instead of me rapping, in the typical York cats, these UK cats are doing. I'm bringing back that fast flow and really it from it, kind of taking the old and the new and bringing it all back to where it originated. So records I'm working on with that, but I think that I feel like the twister, the ride in the backseat of the caddy, the adrenaline rush, like that my favorite, absolute favorite.
Okay. That's respectable. I think people outside the Shy might pick the soul era. The young cats probably pick the drill, but that's what you're talking about. That's definitely that's the basis of Shy, man.
Like, don't get me wrong, the soul part too, though. Like, I was Rockefeller, big on Jay-Z, big on the whole instrumentation that Kanye provided to that. A lot of my bars from, you know what I'm saying? But if it came to like me jumping in the whip all day, that twisted, that do or die.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you. We were talking a little bit beyond, before we started about you moved to LA just a couple years ago. What was that jump like, and what spurred kind of like the desire to move to LA? Obviously, Chicago is well known for hip hop, but when you look at whether it's media or infrastructure or just culturally, it's like LA and New York are definitely kind of the capitals of music in the country. So what made you kind of pick one of those and move out, and let alone pick the West Coast?
Oh man, I hit a ceiling in the Midwest. I started going viral, and a lot of my music started going viral. I ended up putting out a book, and I started doing some acting with Fox up in Chicago and like different things. And it was like the things, everything was moving at a great pace. I understand about the Midwest, and it's a lot. I feel like in any place that has crime infested area in the hood, like once you start getting certain type of looks and you start building a name for you, it's a beautiful thing because it creates opportunity, but it also puts a target on you. In the bucket, and these crabs that are in the bucket, when it comes to the Midwest, they'll kill you and for your success, for your potential, because you might make it out and they might. And so that's a thing that I feel like we've seen. I can't even. In the past couple of years, have gotten killed in their hometowns, and I didn't want to become one. I want to become one of those rappers that ended up dead in their hometown because they expand and moved different once they started getting a certain look. And so when the opportunity came out west, I took it. I took it. It was crazy too, because like it was one of for life, doing meetings with labels and stuff like that, and different companies. And one of the homies that I had met through a mutual friend from back in Chicago, I used to rent his spot out, be like the homie hook up, you know what I'm saying? And I loved it. I used to go every time I came to LA. I'm like, yo, bro, throw him a couple hundred, you know what I'm saying? And he hold it down. I remember getting a call after my book went up, like, yo, man, you doing your thing, man. I see you shining. I see the potential. I gotta. I'm Italian. I'm part Italian, fam. I know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me nice. What's up? He was like, yo, that crib you love. You know what I'm saying? I got it. It's open for rent now. I said, oh yeah. And he was like, but he's like, there's only one catch. I'm like, okay, what's the catch? He said, you got to. I said, I thought about it, and I said, you know what, bro? I'm on my way. I got you. I was like, I'm not letting this opportunity slip. And I just felt like everything up to that moment was all for that. It was getting me prepared. You know what I'm saying? From the acting opportunities, the going viral with motivational videos, going viral with my rap videos, and everything West. You know what I'm saying? And I always loved the West. Like, nigga, I'm from the Midwest. Like, it's cold as fuck. Out of that shit. You feel me? So I'm like, yo, I need to go out west. You know what I'm saying? No more winters with the snow. I don't want to do no more. What did they call it the year before I was? You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to do with none of that, man. So I made that move. I took that leap. It was going to be the greatest thing First week I got there, I met fucking Diddy. The second week I and like things was just taking off. And then Kobe died. And right after Kobe died, I went back home to Chicago for All-Star Week. I got back from All-Star Weekend. The whole world shut down. Bro. Crazy. And, you know, everybody that I from Chicago was already way established. They was OGs. Like, they had got out in the valley, in the mansions, you know what I'm saying? They doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? But, like aspirations to go out and, like, make a name for myself out here on the West Coast. And the world shut down. And then George Floyd happened. And now there's people rioting. And they're like, I'm like across the street breaking into these buildings and shit. Like, it was just the craziest shit. I want to leave. I knew that it was my purpose. It was my time. No matter what was going on around me. Music went viral on TikTok, man. It was 2020 when the world went to shit. The demand for the type of music that got crazy. People needed light at the end of the tunnel, man. And I'm not light, man. And I took full advantage of that opportunity. I put out 3 projects, Broken Heart 1, 2, and 3. You know, went from, you know, a couple followers to a couple 100,000 followers to a couple million, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was just a beautiful situation, man, and it was positive. And I've been doing that shit my whole life.
Yeah, I love that. And that's something that I noticed through your social media. I mean, obviously the music, like we were talking about, the single you just put out takes a little bit different talk. The little different take is definitely rooted in that positivity. But definitely I've been seeing that on the TikTok, and just, you know, obviously that's a new platform that's blown up over the last, I mean, shit, I don't know, I guess 2 years now. Damn, it makes me feel old just to think about how quick, how established it is, but how it's still so young. How do you manage, like, you know, being an artist? You got to make music, you got to worry about videos, you got to worry about photo shoots, marketing campaigns, all these social media platforms, and then they make a new one, and now you're feeding Spotify algorithms, Instagram algorithms, TikTok algorithms. How do you stay kind of on top of all that, and like what inspires you to stay creating for, you know, putting music out, this music, and then different content out that's special, tailor made for each social media platform?
Got an answer for you. Yo, Aiden, come here. Yo, that's the why. You know what I'm saying? That's the brain. That's the one. TikTok forced me to get TikTok, and you know, he's the one who keeps me up to date on ideas. He's a genius. You know what I'm saying? And you know, without my son, a lot of these opportunities never would have came. So he keeps me in the know. He keeps me, you know, what's going on with social media and whatnot, and trends and all of that. And I'm a hustler, so I'm very resourceful. I mix, master, record my own music. I shoot my own videos. I do it all. You know what I'm saying? Because I never had money to be able to do that. And so I remember telling my grandfather, like, yo, man, I want to do music. He was like, you want to do music? I wanted to do music. They was broke all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you're not about to learn how to be not just be good at music, but you need to be resourceful in music. And so that's how to record myself and build value. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, so not only do you have a business behind it where people need you more than you need them. And so, man, yeah. And, you know, having my son, man, you know, he always wanted to create a better life for me. That was my why, man. That's what keeps me up. That's what keeps me up every day, every morning, getting up, making the same day. And it's so funny because I'll be out here in LA and I'll meet people, be networking, and they go look at my Instagram, and they see me in the same outfit. They be like, yo, you make this today? I'm like, yeah, bro. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like every day you're gonna get these bars, you know what I mean? And like I'm speaking truth. So it's like and I'm speaking about things that people, you know, you may be in a certain mood where like, nah, I ain't trying to hear that today, but then some shit might happen in the morning and So I need that. Yeah, I need that vibe. You feel me?
Mm.
And so, and it's when you speak emotions in the words because you never know who's gonna need it and how it gets passed around.
Mm. That's power right there. That relates a little bit we were talking about earlier, just the transference of this energy. But like you're saying, that like, being an artist, I feel like is whether you're consciously doing it or not, right? It's like it's being intentional with that transference of energy, right? Like trying to really own what you're saying, or be intentional and focus with what you're passing on. And so it's dope to hear that you like recognize that power and harness it for good, right? Because a lot of people use it strictly for monetization, or might use it differently, right?
You know what I'm saying? Females, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of rappers that don't care about rapping. It's just a good way to get hoes.
Facts. For real. You know what I'm saying? But like, what I tell them in my message to them for any of the rappers in this podcast, is that once you truly put your all put your faith into your gift and understand that this is why you were put on this, all of those things come effortlessly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm saying all of them is going to come effortlessly after you walk in your purpose.
And what is on that point, like, what do you feel like is, you touched on it being positive and stuff, but what do you feel like is your purpose, or like the one thing that you want people to know, whether they're watching this or listening to music? What do you want the one thing you want people to know about Torrian Ball?
Torrian Ball is helping heal hearts. Torrian Ball is a king of relatable rap. Torrian Ball is going to that might put something you've been struggling with your whole life into a whole different perspective without even knowing. That's what Torrian Ball is.
And how much music do you make just for yourself, as in terms, or like versus what you make and you want to put out? Like, obviously you said you record yourself, so I'm assuming you're probably recording ideas all the time and got a lot of shit in the stash that you never finished or never put out.
I got a vault, man. I got a vault, and continuing to build your vault, it puts you in a flow state. A lot of song, and then they start scrambling, like, oh my god, I gotta get in the studio. I gotta make this. I gotta keep this. Start forcing it. When you are just constantly making music, like the process of, it's not just music, just the process of creation. I don't care if I'm creating for myself, I'm creating for somebody else, I'm writing for myself, or I'm just making some shit just to be making some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I love music. Feel like that what it does for me personally, like I got albums and albums, and when you got like when it's time to start releasing people, I have enough music to tamper with to see what the people want. I got enough music to talk about what they want and be. Uh-oh, you see me?
Yeah, you good.
Okay, cool. And that's the best part about it. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I'm in a flow state where I don't have to force this. I'm in cruise control and I can just keep moving at my pace and keep creating. I created my own lane built off of my life and my story. I don't gotta follow none of these trends. Like, don't get me wrong, I got the rollie and the ice and shit, you know what I'm saying? But like, that's not why people come to me. They come to me to get healed. They come to me to hear some real shit. And fuck, when the last time we heard some real shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's facts. And obviously, even looking at your release, like the way you release music, right? You got a healthy dose of singles and loosies, and then like projects. The new world that we live in is definitely predicated on singles and not
Hold
putting
up.
out like
Hold up.
bodies
I
of
can't
work.
hear you, bro. Let me tap in and tap out. There we go.
Back, back at it. You hear me?
Back at it. There we go, baby. Yeah.
Okay. So I was saying, obviously, I think, looking at the music you put out over the years, right, it's a healthy dose of projects and singles. We've moved into this new era where the single reigns, supreme. And there's obviously some marketing benefits and even financial benefits of just putting out singles. And like you said, kind of testing the waters, finding out what people want. And then you can kind of put out a whole body of work. what is your approach like strategic wise or like marketing wise in terms of approaching singles versus albums?
I completely record separately. A bunch of like records, say some shit I don't got no hook to. You know what I'm saying? Say it's a record, I got some dope bars too. And this is, the perks of being able to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like when you be able to rap, like you can hit somebody with a 30-second flow. You can hit somebody with a 60-second flow and continue to feed them that till you really dial in and figure out what they truly want from you. You know what I'm saying? And since people come to me for daily motivation, they come to me for these daily raps. When I'm ready to hit them with a single, I can hold a lot of records, you know what I'm saying, until I truly build the rollout that I want around them, because I'm constantly giving y'all bars, you know what I'm saying? So my approach is continue micro feed them, you know what I mean? My grandma used to call it spoon feed, you know what I'm saying? Spoon feed them a little piece, keep giving them a little piece, before you serve that whole meal. And that's what I do. That's my approach. I give y'all a daily rap. It might be 18 seconds. It might be 30 seconds. It might be a whole minute. You know what I'm saying? But you never know what you're gonna get. But it's gonna be something that you can relate to, something that you can tap in, something that's gonna speak to you or trigger you. You know what I'm saying? And then when I'm ready to roll out the actual music, like I just did with my single, you can appreciate both. It's like, damn, fam giving me bars, but this nigga know how to give me songs. And like a lot of rappers can't do both. You know, some can give you some songs. They gonna give you them songs, but they can't give you no bars. They ain't talking about shit in these songs. And some of these rappers can give you bars. You like, oh my God, this man is crazy. And then you hear they song and you like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Just give me the bars when I need it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm even in that playing field, man, and really being able to go back to them days where like, a rapper really gave you quality music, like Pac did, Nas did, like Jay did, you know what I'm saying? And really bringing that element back to the game.
Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. Very very few battle rappers have had successful careers putting out singles, and nobody wants to hear Future spit some shit a cappella.
You feel me? It's just like that. You know what I mean?
What's some advice you can have? Obviously, harnessing TikTok, and I know you gave credit to someone else, but is that you've learned through using this new platform and how that's embraced your career? What's some advice you could give out to other artists that are like, whether they've started to use TikTok and haven't quite figured it out, or they're kind of like, taking the old head approach, like, man, I don't want to get on this new platform. Like, it's not for me. Like, what's the advice you can give that person in terms of leveraging that platform specifically?
For that platform, I feel like not just for the platform, but just for their approach in music, period. Um, my advice would be for them to figure out what they're known for. Like, take a raw approach to what you're known for. If you're known for being broke, talk about being broke.
Hmm.
And if you're known for being that nigga in the club, your first song should be about being a nigga in the club. You know what I'm saying? Like whether your reputation is good or bad, make a song about it, because if people, that's what they know you for, they're going to support that wholeheartedly because that's what they know you for. You know what I'm saying? If I sell weed, you know what I'm saying? If I work at the weed store, right? And I make a song about the weed store and being at the weed store and serving everybody at the weed store, everybody that I fuck with is gonna fuck with it. Like, yo, bro, that shit is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can create content around it because it's my life. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? This is who I am already. This is what people know me for already. So if you can take that approach and build micro content and make it fun for yourself, because in this day and age now, it's not about talent. Hard work is beating the fuck out of talent right now. You know what I'm saying? It's beating the fuck out of talent. And these people that got talent don't think they got to work because they got talent, man. So that's why you see a lot of whack ass songs and whack ass people making a lot of money in this industry, is because they're working twice as hard as you because they already know they whack. It's not that they delusional. They know they shit ain't that good, but they go that much harder than you. And you can't outwork them. You know what I'm saying? The same shit with sports. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's people with crazy talent in sports, but they know that, and now that makes them not want to work as hard. And that dude with a little bit less talent, that's a little more consistent, he gonna get that position way over you. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about your approach on social media, oh well, man, I'm a real nigga, man. I don't be doing all that. I don't do all that. Now I've never danced on TikTok once,
Hmm.
and I have 500,000 followers. I have, you look up my name right now on TikTok, is 6.6 million views on my hashtag.
Hmm.
And never did a dance. I ain't never did a trend. Never did none of that. You feel me? So it's like, be yourself and be comfortable being yourself, because unfortunately, like, not like IG and some of these other platforms where you got to have a polished video, you got to have polished photos and filters and make sure your shit looks professional. TikTok is for the everyday person. They want to see people that look like them, talk like them, live like them. And the more you give that, the more you're going to attract people that not only support you, but are just like you. And when you start building that tribe, um, it's really empowering, man, because they're going to look forward to it. And all they looking forward to is seeing you be yourself. So, man, don't worry about the stigmas. Don't worry about oh, man, I ain't trying to keep up with this. If you can't keep up, you're going to get left out. And that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Not everybody was meant to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I know some people that started out rapping and are now doing motivational skits and shit like that and making 3 times more than some of the rappers I know. So find your purpose, find what you're known for, and find your passion, and really run to it. Run to it until it's nothing left. Don't listen to nobody telling you it's not gonna work. I've heard all of it, bro. I've heard it all. Oh man, you need to get this up, man. Oh, I don't know if you're gonna make it that far. Oh man, you done enough. Nah, bro. If your heart desires something, wake up every day and work towards it. Because you might end up like me. You feel me? Yeah, you might end up like me. You feel me? So that's my advice.
That's what, if I had the air horn for this show, I'd have been ringing it all throughout, all throughout that answer right there. That's a lot of that's $1 million worth of game for anyone out there looking to harness social media, or like you said, that's not just relevant for TikTok, just music in general, and and content and the relation between the two.
Thanks, bro.
Man, before I get you up out of here, Torrian, is there anything else you want the people to know? Obviously, the single, Peace of Mind just dropped today. You said video on the way very soon. What else you got up the sleeve? What else you want to plug?
Oh man, my new album, Philophobia, is coming out September 15th, 16th, one of them days. But Philophobia is the fear of falling or being in love, man. So my broken art projects before were about, what life and love did to me and healing. And this project is going to be talking about the PTSD that men face. You know what I'm saying? When girls get their heart broke, they ready to fall in love again in 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Couple months, they ready to go. They're not gonna give up. They're like, no, I'm gonna find me somebody. Us as men, when we get hurt, bitch, you ain't never finna hurt me again. I ain't never finna let nobody hurt me like that. You feel me? So like, I want to speak on that. I want to speak on mental health. I want to speak on healing. I want to speak on love from a real man's perspective. You know what I'm saying? And speak it in a language where we can understand, and speak it in a way where it's not fucking corny, man. I'm trying to break this stigma of corny positivity, fake positivity, fam. We choose to be positive. You know what I'm saying? We choose a better way. We choose to be the bigger person, because that's who God called us to be. And I want to speak for everybody that's like that. So that's what this Philophobia project is about. And after it's all said and done, it's going to make a lot of street niggas go get therapy. You feel me? So I'm with it, man. That's Philophobia.
I love that, man. He's keeping the therapist in business right now, man. They're pushing people their way.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man.
Awesome. Well, man, I appreciate you joining us today. For people out there looking for more, it's at Torrian Ball on Instagram and TikTok as well, right?
Thing is at Torrian Ball.
Yep. And then, like I said, that new single Peace of Mind just dropped, man. It's on all platforms. Go check that out. This is another episode of the RMR Podcast. Really appreciate you checking in with us, man.
Love, brother. It's all love.
All right, people. We will be back at you guys next week with more content, talking music and cannabis as we're on the